All right, so this is the campground we wound up at last night. Pretty nice. Good to be back where there's trees and water, and good to be back somewhere where I'm cold at night instead of sweating. Just gave Jakar some breakfast. Looks like he's not interested. Everything's packed up. We just gotta put the tent away, and we're gonna try to make it to Rocktown by 1. Probably gonna spend like 3 to 4 hours there. So gotta get moving, got a late start. You know me, you know how we do it here. Yeah, it's a pretty cool drive up to Rocktown. So we're gonna resupply quick, get a bunch of water, and then head up there. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be returning to the first place I ever went rock climbing outdoors, Rocktown, which is located in the northwest corner of Georgia, right on the border with Tennessee and Alabama. All right, stopped at Buc-ee's again. I needed some gas and water, so couldn't help myself. Grabbed another brisket sandwich. So yeah, we're still an hour away from the Rocktown trailhead. Looks like we're not going to be hiking until 2 o'clock. I'm feeling maybe Smoky Mountain National Park for tonight. Still got to check out the campgrounds and find out which one's the best. There's like 10 campgrounds, which is more than any national park I've been to, but Smoky Mountains is pretty iconic, so it kind of makes sense. Probably try to head there right after it gets dark, so let's go climb some rocks. So if you've been watching my journey since the beginning, you may remember that I was able to do a little climbing in Joshua Tree and also in Red Rock Canyon outside of Vegas. Unfortunately, that's been it for this trip, which sucks because climbing is really special to me and definitely my favorite outdoor activity. I've been climbing for about 5 years now, and I started in the climbing gym, but back in 2019 I went to Rocktown to try outdoor bouldering for the first time. That trip is really what sparked my obsession for climbing, and I've done plenty more outdoor trips since then, mainly to upstate New York. I'm definitely not in prime climbing shape at the moment, but I'm still super excited to get back on some of these boulders at Rocktown and see how much I've improved. All right, we made it to Rocktown. 2 o'clock, like I said, so we have like 3 hours. Can get out of here at 5. Yeah, I don't have a crash pad, I don't have a guidebook or anything, so I'm just gonna walk by. If something looks climbable, I'm gonna climb it. There's one wall specifically that I tried to climb the first time I was here and failed miserably, so that's the only thing I really want to go for. I think it'll be really fun. Also, we're wearing Crocs for this journey because it'll make it way easier to put my climbing shoes on, and we're going for speed here, so it felt right. I just threw them into 4-wheel drive, so we're ready to go. All right, this looks like a pretty solid warm-up. Try to get up here a couple times. Maybe we'll tackle this guy over here. Got your cars tied up in the shade over there next to this iconic boulder. This thing has some hard climbs. Maybe I'll try one of them, but I don't have a crash pad, so. I really hate these shoes. I wish I got a new pair of Dragos before I left. It's really bumming me out. I don't understand why Jakaris is crying. He's the worst. Okay, maybe that's a little harder than I expected. I also left my phone in my pocket like an idiot. Whew. Yeah, I can get it this time. I'm gonna apply some chalk. This might be a little too hard, especially for a warm-up. Oh. All right, I think we're just gonna move on. The top out's a little sketchy, and I don't want to risk falling and time's flying by. That's the easiest thing here, it looks like. Let's just hit another area. Yeah, so I wish I was good enough to climb stuff like this. One day I'll come back and do all this when I have more time and some crash pads and more people. But we're gonna move on. Look at these formations, so cool. Looks like dragon scales, and the rock is just split in half. So sick. Come on, bubbers. Oh, weird little formation here. Not sure if this is a climb, but that would be pretty gnarly. It's a cool little rock corridor here, little ceiling. Nice little cave to live in here. Back in the day, I'm sure some did. climb's called like Super Mario or something. I'm gonna try and fail miserably. Yeah, not gonna happen. Really wish I didn't suck because these climbs are super cool. I think it's like Yoshi and Mario. This one, I don't even know how I would get up. There's just no chance. Come here, Bubs. A little cave down there, spooky. But yeah, imagine being able to climb that. One day we will be. This place is so crazy. There's so many cool climbs here to come back and try when I'm good and have some pads. Apparently there's a big loop to get out of here, so we're gonna try to go this way and hopefully we don't get lost. I could probably climb this, but I don't want to put my shoes back on. Come on, bud. This place is seriously so epic, so unique looking. Look at this guy here. That's a climb there. Look at these problems right here. That's a high ball if I've ever seen one. It's pretty high up there. This whole little boulder has a bunch of roots on it. Here's something. And we come out here, we got a little cave scenario going on. Start some climbs in there, come all the way out up there. Super wild. So I'm pretty sure this was like the first boulder I did when I was here. I actually have an Instagram post of it. Maybe I'll overlay that here, but just to show how good I've gotten, I think I'm going to attempt it in Crocs. Just went to Waco Simulator, did some of the climbs that I tried when I was first here, and I successfully did them. Met some cool people with a crash pad, but the sun's going down and it's past the time I wanted to leave, so I'm just going to do this quick climb and then we're going to go. That was actually a little sus. All right, we're headed back down the mountain. You guys probably saw on the way up how crazy the road is. Super steep, potholes everywhere, like crazy. It's gonna be fun getting down. Maybe I'll throw the GoPro on the hood again, depending how scenic it is. I actually have some GoPro footage from my first trip here that I never used. So let's go back to a time before this trip or the Jeep were even a thought in my mind, right before the world shut down and altered the course of my life, leading me on this 3-month adventure around the country. It's hard to quantify how much of an impact climbing has had on my life. I've always loved scrambling on hikes and jokingly climbing rocks while out in the wild, but it took me until I was 25 to realize that it was an actual sport. I had never been able to get in shape from conventional lifting and dieting after trying multiple times in my early 20s. But when I started climbing, I was finally motivated enough to get into the best shape of my life. The challenge of climbing the next grade up and wanting to be better in the gym helped me lose 75 pounds and feel better than I ever have. Aside from that, I've also met some of my best friends through climbing and found an amazing community that I fit right into. There's just something about it. I don't know what it is, but hanging out with a bunch of friends in nature and taking turns climbing rocks makes me so happy. And the feeling you get after sending a tough climb is hard to beat. I almost feel like it unlocks another level of appreciation for the outdoors. Conquering massive walls and reaching areas that other people can't opens up so many new opportunities for adventure. I know I was just bouldering here today, but I have huge goals to climb big walls in Yosemite and a bunch of other places around the world, so hopefully one day I'll be posting videos of those climbs on here too. If you made it this far in the video, I just want to thank you. I appreciate you so much. You know what to do if you want to support me. Let me know what you thought and make sure to stay tuned till the end for a sneak peek of the next episode. Alright, so we're on the AT. I guess I get why they call it the Smokies now. It's a little bit dangerous, these slippery rocks. Pretty gnarly.